You're exhausted. You are. But the problem is that you're mistaking that for being lazy. There is a difference. And you know what? The universe knows that too. Doesn't matter if you're saying that out loud, you are secretly and silently thinking it. And that is the problem. Because here's the thing, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot attract abundance when your nervous system is in fight, flight, or freeze mode. Okay. See, right now, what's happening is that you are trying to manifest miracles when you can barely survive your Mondays. And so let's go ahead and talk about that, because what you don't realize is happening is that there is energetic misalignment, right? There's a mismatch between survival and success. What you're thinking here versus what you're thinking or feeling rather here, right? And what you're feeling in your soul is misaligned. So I need you to first know, appreciate, and accept that rest is not lazy. It is called leadership. That is the true meaning of leadership. And as I always say now, rest is the new revenue. Okay. It CEOs of all company sizes, your celebrities, household names, iconic figures, elite athletes, you name it. Okay. If they have reached a level of success and gratification that you are aspiring to achieve yourself, I can assure you that they have non-negotiables, okay, in order to get to that level. And one of their non-negotiables is to schedule rest. That is not a nice to have, it is a need to have. And they understand that being a necessity, right? It's not a luxury. It's not just your peace is not just a weekend luxury. Do you know what I'm saying? It is required. It is required of you to get to your next level, to reach new heights. It is required of you as a real true leader and CEO of not only your business and your brand, but your life in every aspect of it. So I want you to understand that rest is critical to your success, okay? It is a prerequisite to your success in order for you to receive more of what it is you want, what it is you desire. Rest is necessary. And rested leaders make better decisions because they have the clarity that they need, and that's what they lead with, right? They're a better judge of character. They make sound and solid decisions. They take fast action. And so you've got to get to that place yourself. And that starts with admitting the truth and accepting it as the truth that rest is real. Okay. So, what I need you to know because if you don't know, I'll share really quickly with you that I teach from a holistic perspective. All of my teaching methodologies are based around that because I care about you as a whole person, and we can't address one part of you without addressing the rest of you. Okay. So, what I need you to know is that when we're talking about chronic stress and sleep deprivation, those two things combined disrupts your ability to receive clarity, clients, and creativity. Okay. You cannot skip rest or, you know, not prioritize self-care and then wonder why you are foggy or snappy or moody or feeling cynical or not as successful as you could be, right? You cannot keep skipping self-care to hit deadlines because you're going to lose every time. You're going to lose every time. Your body is always talking to you. And we're not always good listeners. Okay. So it has to start with listening to our bodies. What is our mind saying? What do our hearts feel? What is our soul saying? It's speaking to us. All of those things have to work in harmony. Okay. Nervous system regulation is also real. I talk a lot about that here on my channel. And guess what? It's a great business strategy, by the way, because the more stable you are in business, the more stable your nervous system is, the more stable your business will be. And the more stable the rest of you will be, right? And your decision making and everything else really comes secondary to that. So, what are the tools for recentering? Simple. You got breath work, you have boundaries, and you have breaks. All three of those matter because you cannot serve from an empty cup, right? I talk a lot about serving from your overflow. If you runneth empty, you cannot serve others and fill their cups because you're going to be operating on fumes, right? So we don't want that. And for you to be a good leader, an effective leader, a quality leader, and really lead your legacy, not just people, but your own legacy, then that's going to require restoration. That's going to require recalibration, right? You've got to get re-energized and rejuvenated and revive you, right? Resuscitate whatever area it is that you're flatlining so that you can thrive as opposed to barely surviving. Because you're not any good to anybody, not even yourself, but especially those that you choose to lead and that you're called to serve if you are empty, right? So let's start operating from our overflow. Now, if you're getting what I'm giving and you love these gems I'm dropping, I want you to go ahead and leave a comment right now so we can get this discussion popping, okay? If you're ready to manifest from a place of peace and embrace ease, from a place of power, I want you to type yes, okay? Type yes, yes, and yes. And drop a little heart emoji, okay? A little purple heart emoji in the comments, and let's go ahead and start reclaiming your energy and your peace right now. And by the way, if you're getting value from my content so far, stick around. There's more where that came from. I want you to hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell as well, so you never miss a single episode whenever I go live or drop new content, okay? Which right now, as we speak, as you're hearing the sound of my voice at the time of this recording, is 3 times a week. And I'm always in the community tab as well. So keep up with me there so that you know what's going on at all times. Now, here's the thing. I can remember a time when I was manifesting because I consider myself the manifestation queen, okay? My family and friends will tell you, those closest to me will let you know, oh yeah, she really and truly is the manifestation queen. Anything she touches comes true. Anything she wishes for, her wish is the universe's command, right? God blesses me. I am blessed and highly favored. That's the truth. I have mastered this and I teach it. But there was a time when that wasn't always the case, or it was hit and miss. And so there was a time I was mastering, or rather manifesting, like everything I really wanted in my life, but some things just weren't sticking in different aspects of my life. So I would manifest some things that would stick and then other things not so much. And I was trying to figure out like what's going on, like what is the deal, okay? And what was happening is that I realized that I was like stuck in survival mode. I really and truly was. What I didn't know is, and what I was trying to figure out is like, why doesn't some of what I'm manifesting have staying power? And what I realized is that I had to get into full alignment because, see, you can't have conflict in your head and in your heart like I did at one point in time, because those two things need to be in harmony. Your head and your heart need to be in harmony. Both have to be on the same accord. So you can't be thinking one thing in your mind, but feeling a different way in your heart and being out of sorts in your soul. Because then, the universe, it's confused. It shifts this way and that way, and it's rocky, right? We need stability. And we need to, again, make sure that your head and your heart is in the same space so that you're sending the same message every single time out to the universe in the way that you want it to come back to you tenfold. And so you have to do that by having consistent messaging. Even if, like I said earlier, if you're thinking one way, but you're feeling another, it's not going to come to you the way that you planned or anticipated or hoped for. So you got to get crystal clear about that. And again, going back to that, being re-energizing yourself, recalibrating, that restoration period, it's necessary for the purposes of manifestation. Okay? So I need you to get in alignment. And I also need you to stop normalizing burnout and start embracing and embodying ease. I want to talk. Can we talk? Can we talk real? Can we take this conversation beyond this video? If so, I want you to go ahead and book a clarity call with me. Why? Because I am offering for a limited time, or I should say a limited amount of seats, because I do this quarterly. I offer VIP days, but I also have some group coaching that I do. And so if you're not sure where to start, or, you maybe just need kind of like just somebody to talk to and vent to and ask for help from, to have somebody be your sounding board, to get you on the right path, to get you out of your own head, right? To help you learn what alignment really looks like, and kind of really talk you through where you are right now and see how it is that we can get you to where it is you ultimately want to be, then you definitely will want to book a call with me so that we can at least have that as a starting point. And then we can map out a really great plan for how I can best support you. Okay. So go ahead after you are done watching this video and book your clarity call so we can take that time to focus on your freedom plan and start to implement and put you on the right path and in the right direction so that we can unconfuse you and give you all the clarity and insight that you need. Okay, now that's my time. So I'm going to tune out while you tune in. Be sure to share this video out with at least 3 friends and watch the next video that YouTube recommends. As always, and until next time, I am wholeheartedly in this journey with you. Bye for now.